Insights with Terri Ep.196, a weekly look through the eyes of predictive astrologer Terri Ep.196. Here's Terri.
Hi everyone, this is Terri, and you're listening to Insights with Terri Ep.196. Thank you for joining me. We are going to explore together the week of November the 25th through December the 1st, 2024. Well, we have some hope here. I'm glad to have some hope, considering everything that's going on and how difficult it is for so many people, so many different types of challenges. I think we need a good dish full of soap, a big bowl full. So Sagittarius is in the sun, and that is an energy that says never say die, never give up, never quit, just keep on going. And that's what I guess we need to do right now, isn't it? And Sagittarius is also in Mercury, which is how we think and how we communicate, how we process, so that two energy fields put together can maybe really give us a ray of sunshine that we can look at things from a very positive lens and maybe find the good in everything and work towards something that is hopeful and gives us happiness because we're looking at it a different way. Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is in Capricorn. That's a little bit difficult, not horrible. It's just the difficulty is that we want things perfect. We want things as good as they can possibly be, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you know what? You know relationships. We all know relationships. We really do have to look at relationships from a different perspective sometimes. And Capricorn can make us hard on ourselves, or it can make us hard on each other. So we do have to kind of pay attention to, are we being too critical? Are we criticizing each other? Are we maybe being unrealistic in what we think this relationship could be? It's a planet of attraction, so it will help us not be too ridiculous spending money on things we don't need coming up to Christmas. Maybe we need that energy a little bit. And then Mars, the planet of our drive and our passion, that's still in Leo, which is leadership and an ability to want to feel good about ourselves, to maybe be in an energy field where people compliment us. So don't be afraid to say nice things to the people that are around you. We all need to hear it, and it feels good to hear something nice. Has to be sincere, or Leo won't like it. So find something true that you feel about this person or that person and share that with them. It's a really good energy field for bolstering our ego. Now we just want to watch so we don't go too far the other way, needing too much compliments. I have a friend that I'm with once in a while, and what I find is to say to that person, "Oh, you did a good job. What a good job. That's a great job." It's not good enough. She will ask you 10 times. So what do you think? I told you it was like really good. You did a super job on that, to the point that your tongue wants to fall out of your head. So we don't want to get there, right? We don't want to do that. So just, we got to find balance here some way, somehow. And then Mercury is going to go into retrograde on the 26th. And we all know what that is. I don't think that needs any explanation at all. It's just we're not thinking clearly. Our processing is going to be very slow. Mistakes are made. Just be so careful while you're driving, because people make mistakes. They go through red lights. They turn left when they got their right turn signal on. It just is. So I'm very, very careful what I do and who I do it with during the next 3 weeks after the 26th. I can feel it a week ahead of time, and oftentimes a week after it. As well, It's a great time for going over things, retro, going over your books, maybe getting them ready for taxes, reorganizing, refitting your car, redecorating, anything that is from history, going back and looking at it. It just is such a great energy. I might even get some gift and be redecorating because I'm not a good decorator and I could try it all over again. So just be careful that Mercury retrograde. It is Murphy's Law. Things will go wrong, and try to keep your wits about you and your patience about you, and know that you're going to build a whole bunch of time into maybe a cushion so that you're not leaving things to the very end and getting yourself in a bind. Number 8 is the number that was given to us with where the planets are right now. And that can be an ambitious type of energy field and a desire for money and power. Gee, I wouldn't know where that's coming from. Politics. We may be more inclined because of that Sagittarius in the front of our zodiac signs and the number 8 to maybe take some risky journeys. Now, oftentimes, because Sagittarius is so optimistic, those risky journeys can lead to success because we don't give up. And if you don't give up, then you didn't lose, right? But the problem is sometimes we could lack the endurance and the mental balance to do something in a better way for us. So we're going to have to really dig down into that Capricorn in Venus and get those good management skills and those good organizational skills and combine that with the number 8 and where the planets are. It's a tough energy. It's persistent, and if we're tough and we're persistent, maybe a little conservative, we can do this. We can really get a good bunch of stuff done. It's important for us, with the way the planets are right now, to try to understand how to maintain a balance in our life. And that I'm guilty of it myself. Maybe too much work, not enough play, too much work, not enough sleep. It's ridiculous. So trying to get that balance going is going to be one of our challenges for this week. So we got to really, really, really work at that. The balance between giving and receiving. So it's an energy field that'll challenge us to try to be determined to overcome obstacles, and then it builds a strength of character and offers us peace and satisfaction. Woohoo! And it benefits other people. Wow! That's good. That's good. Now, the weakness here can be that it's a power-hungry kind of energy, and we can abuse that. And the people that tend to abuse that power, I'm not naming any names. I might cave and do it before, but I'm trying not to name any names, will abuse their power because they have it. And there can be some very, very serious negative consequences for that, both in our lives and the lives of other people, our countries. So we have, what can we do? Well, you do the best you can. So if you're a CEO or a supervisor, just make sure you're maintaining balance and not taking things too far. We are going to be taught to learn to wait for success. The way the cards fell and the planets, oh yeah, big time, big time. Success is there. The Sun card is upside down, which means success is likely, but delayed. And so this number 8 is restating that. So I guess it's true. So there's a risk of many failures with this. So what we have to do is we have to look at each failure just as a way of how we can do it a little bit better. And how can we maybe overcome and keep that endurance going, keep trying so that we can win, just win. Aggression may be something with this combined energy, a toughness, intolerance, and impatience. These are the weaknesses of it. Now, I'm going to be watching my dogs and my birds because they can bite. If this aggression is there, I have a pack, right? So I want to make sure that there's no resource guarding, that I don't put them in a position that would trigger aggression. In my pack is usually pretty good, but still, hey, we're only human, right? So you just don't want to tweak the nose of the bear. And this is challenging our sense of decency, the way the planets are put right now with the number 8. I can see that. I can really see that. And respect for others. This is interesting to me that this came up, because that's what I see in the leaders, is no decency. There isn't, I mean, I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying a majority of the ones that we hear about, I don't see any decency in them. And I don't see respect for others in the way they talk, or talk to each other, or talk about each other. So, I'm concerned. I think we need to fight for that politeness that we used to have, the decorum. So I think that's something that we're all going to be taught, and maybe we have to try to cultivate that all over again. The cards that I pulled are very, very major. So this is going to be a pretty important week for some of you. Now, remember that this is a vague kind of reading, because it's got to encompass everybody. So it's not going to touch everybody. It's too broad. But for some, these major cards are the Sun upside down, which means that we're going to be successful. We just have to not give up, keep looking at the positive, and know that success is imminent. It's just delayed, and we'll have it if we keep searching and keep working. And then the next one is it's the world. It's called the world, which is upside down, which means many of us may have to learn a new way of approaching things, a new way of doing things, which is fascinating to me, because I think some systems are broken, and maybe we need to look at things a little differently than we did to get them to work in a way that's better for us. The Empress came up, which means we need to look at health and keep an eye on how do we maintain our health in a healthy way, which would be as simple as it sounds. Your car is only good as the gas that you put in it. So our bodies run the same way. And so maybe we have to look at what are we doing to our body vehicle. We don't get another one like that. And maybe we need to respect it a little bit more. But this is good health, striving towards good health, and looking at it as a resource so that we're more willing to do and make the sacrifices that we need to make to keep our health in a good place. And then the one that I love is the guides. And the guides are in a really positive energy field. I'm really, really excited about that, where all we have to do is just ask our guides, could you please help me? Could you help me not eat the sugar? Could you please help me make a good decision here? They're right there. So they're saying, don't forget to ask your guides for help in any of the decisions that you have to make, and or not just that, but help you, how would you say it, have the grace to do what you need to do. If I have to do something and I don't think I'm going to be particularly effective at it, I will ask them to help me. Could you help me? Could you help me put this bird cage together? And it's amazing. It's just amazing. And then the Magician came up. I love that card. That's the power of the mind. That if we don't let our mind give up and we focus on something, magic can happen. I've seen it. I know it works. We just sometimes forget. And so this is saying, remember the power of positive thinking, because we're in that positive energy field. The power of we get what we think we're going to get. That is going to be so poignant this week. So this is a really good energy field that they're offering. I'm excited about this. I really am. I'm looking forward to this week. And I thank you for taking the time to spend this time with me. And maybe we can all get really positive and make some positive things happen in those ethers out there. I want to thank my Charlie O'Brien so much for putting this up on Spotify podcasts, Apple iTunes, Amazon Music, SoundCloud, and YouTube. And he's created the website, www.terriworld.com, where you can look at some of the archived podcasts, maybe that you missed, or you just want to go back in and listen to it again. So if you need a website or you need anything digital, he is really good at it. So he's the one to give a call to. Thank you so much, Charlie, for this. I really, really appreciate it. And when he gives me the link to YouTube, I will put it up on Facebook. So if you need a reading for yourself, I would suggest that you text or call 519-726-6699. You can text or call that, or you can email me at terri.coutts@gmail.com. I can help you with your animals in your training, or do a reading for you, your family. And again, remember to listen to Charlie's Big 8 Radio. That's Big 8, the number 8, radio.com. He's got some great music there. Ugh. Brings back so many memories. Oh, and he's got a voice. You should hear Charlie's voice. Well, you do if you're listening to this. He is the intro. So thanks again, everybody. You have yourself a wonderful week. And I wouldn't mind getting some feedback from some of you how your weeks go in relation to where the planets are. It would be a teaching opportunity for you to teach me how it went. I'd appreciate that. Alrighty. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening to Insights with Terri Coots. Visit Terri's website at terriworld.com. TERRI world.com.